Alright everybody, what's up? Welcome back to Grr-Must-Errd Gaming. Brother Mustard here. We got some Final Fantasy 16. Continuing where we left off yesterday. Straight back in the mix here. Now, we got some good stuff going, because when we left, we had a couple side quests that we get to go do right away. And we just finished making, they call it the dungeon. So that's pretty funny. We'll check this out. And then we're going to talk to Vivian and find out more about Kupka, because we want to get going after Kupka. We are hoping for the Titan fight, which is honestly going to be so good, man. The Kupka fight alone was fantastic. So, since I'm all by myself currently, let's hit it. Oh. If you're watching this, as a video on my channel or after the stream already happened, please consider subscribing and joining the community. We're growing, we're doing good, and we're playing lots of AAA games. We've got all the good stuff going on. My Diablo 4 gameplay is starting to pick up. I'm at a point where it's like, I think I can start making some good content from that. Right now I'm just doing like kind of end game, last 4 levels, Nightmare Dungeon runs and stuff like that. But then we push into kind of like how to farm for what gear you need and grow. And we're going to start looking at a new character too. I think we're going to focus on our Barbarian Eternal, and as soon as the season drops, it's Druid time. Moxie just put out that video of the Druid. So yeah, join the community, subscribe to the channel, and come along for all the adventures. Now, if you haven't already, please smash that like button. It's extremely helpful to us. And please get in the comments. Let us know what you think of the game. What do you think of the gameplay? What do you want to see? Where should we go?
How's it coming along?
I like the way this kind of plays out. Yeah, the side quests are kind of whack. They're really heavy fetch quests. I wonder when they get better. But the main story stuff is great. Super linear, awesome combat. It all works really well. So let's see what's coming through the news horn. Jill, I apologize for what happened at Rosalith. I fear what might have been had not you, Gav, and Torgal fought so fiercely. Once again, you were there when I needed you most, and for that I shall forever be grateful. Seeing the city I had once come to know as my home reduced to flame and rubble has left me with so much sadness in my heart. But the time for looking back is beyond us. We must focus on the here and now. Our memories will be waiting for us when we are through this all. Nice from Jill. Pretty interesting. Get more into video games than I do in real life.
It's all right.
What do you reckon?
I think we go hit side quests before talking to Viv. So let's get to the open world. Fox Cry. Yeah, let's go to Northreach first. Do the primary. Ooh, we got this new sword too. We got the sword made from the shard of Kupka.
Slavers don't even bother. Come on. Faster.
Chocobos, good for getting around. Sure. Which one are we doing yet? These guys are all dead for sure. Oh no, only half of them are dead. Perfect.
Straight home now.
Yeah. Talks to like a child. Love it.
I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
You too, pretty boy. So that's pretty close. Yeah.
They're trying to get into the carriage. Nice try. Too slow. Nice try.
Absolute combat greatness going on here. I thought, like, I initially, like, watching this, I thought it would be a little bit, like, the combat would be too drawn out, but quite the opposite. It actually has a good pace to it once you get into the skills and start using them properly. You can pull health bars down quick.
A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Right, so... now we're off to collect some amber. Fetch quests, man. Go here, do this. Go here, do that.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs. This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one.
Alright, this
Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while.
Infirmary.
Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
It's gonna remove the brand. And then we can talk to Viv and hopefully head towards Kupka. Ahmed, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, all the fights in this are a little giver. Heavy.
It's just
Have
one
you started
thing
this
after
yet?
another around here. The Litlands have been up to their old tricks again.
You get a chance to jump into it?
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely.
Yeah, we all do.
You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with
you
doubts ever
do.
joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that
I've
takes.
surpassed you
Cole,
in the game? I didn't know you were
I
playing this. I
never
haven't seen anything on your channel for a
doubted
bit,
your
mostly just the
courage.
Red Dead stuff.
only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a curse breaker.
Oh, growth.
I swore
Yeah, I've
an
been
oath
doing
to.
good, man.
I have a role
I'm in
to
a bit of
play,
a stalemate right
and
now, but
I must trust that
it'll
I'm
come
the
and
right
go.
one
It's
to
all
play it.
rolls and curves.
Well, in time.
Zelda was really good for me. I gotta get back to Zelda, but I'm just like, I'm enjoying my Final Fantasy right now and playing a lot of Diablo. Most of the Diablo stuff I'm just kind of recording and putting up. So, I've only done a couple streams. I might actually stream Diablo later today.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
Oh, shit. I hope you're okay, man.
Your benefactors are a generous lot. Here you are. All done?
It also helps that my job is shut down right now because of the strikes. And I got time to play, right?
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Only the usual.
Always trouble.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Tyre trusts you. Which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly.
Man, this guy's more emo than Clive.
I'm sorry. I'm still terrified.
Own it, bro.
The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means
Oh man,
tremendous
thanks
pain.
so much. Glad you enjoy.
Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Curse breakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us
Don't forget to
can
smash
be
that
more
like
than
button.
mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy. But neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
Yes, less emo, Doc.
You sound like Tyre. Do you know what she once told me?
I don't, but you're gonna tell me.
It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't. Thank you. for
All right,
helping
buddy,
me
man.
Remember that.
Well,
I won't
I'm
falter.
here for hours if you need someone to keep
Not
you
again.
company while you're in there, dude. Just hang out. Steel Silk. All right, inquest time. Let's go see if we can find Kuka. Titan fight. Let's get a Titan fight going.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
Sword is dope. Look at the end of it, man. It looks like a freaking scissor sword. Scissor swordsters. Oh, she's solving it right now. She's going all Sherlock.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
Jesus.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We,
Assassin's Creed Origin. What do you think
have
about
a
Mirage?
guest.
A guest?
Who is this is? I might pick up Mirage, man.
For your trouble.
Oh, it's Uncle.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron?
Clive, my boy!
It's a
Tap
classic
a cask and
Japanese
stoke
zoom in
the
on the
ovens for
face.
your favorite uncle is here!
Maybe he has some information on Kuka. Twinside, the Holy Empire of Sambrak. Seat of the Imperial Court.
The Dalmekian government
Audience chamber,
sues for
Imperial
peace.
Palace.
How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
So that's
Of course,
Bahamut.
none of this would have been possible
In armor
without
on the right.
your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty
Mirage
Titan,
isn't up for a few more
nor
months.
less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments.
Could it, Bahamut?
The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
Oh. Alright,
There will
man.
be
Take it easy.
losses.
Best of luck
It
healing
is
up,
true.
okay? Take care of yourself.
Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be
Savage.
built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Sociopath. Oh, good sniff. Bye, love. See you later.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
It's too bad Bahamut's not king. Dion is it?
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
Yo!
What on earth is Uncle
Bro,
Byron
what's
doing
up?
here?
Hamza?
Only one way to find out.
Alright, let's go see what Byron's got to say. How you doing, man?
The little ones have been up to There's just one thing after another around here.
Let's see what we got. What up, punk?
Ah, my dear nephew.
Like Byron's a
how
good
I've
name.
missed you.
Good,
How
man.
did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you,
Wade's dope.
I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Yeah, he's gonna help us find Kuka.
You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And Gav retires immediately. Oh, dude, so many fucking side quests. We're on the main stuff
And
right
I'm
now.
afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
I hear the side quests get better, but right now
Forgive
the fetch
me
quest shit
for
is
not being able to
trash.
tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kopko withdrew wounded from Rosalith.
Yeah,
Still
wounded.
less that my own
Okay,
nephew
give him a hand
dealt
for
the
that.
decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Ein Herja, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry.
So
A
interested in
fitting
breaking into seeing
flagship
these
for a
guys.
land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts? Or would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose.
Yeah.
Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert.
and by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists,
desert fight,
not the
Titan
Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield.
That's a way to do it.
And you have your answer.
Deception is
To
one
find
of the
Kupka, you have merely to follow
most
the
valuable
Royalist trail
tools
across
in
the Velcro.
wartime, I'd imagine.
It may well have gone cold by now. But as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Never does. Hey. Let's see, Vivian, ask me what I want to
Here
know.
for another of my lectures. How may I help you today? One must understand one's place in the world.
So we're gonna head down to Drake's Fang, because Kupka came over from here. Iron Kingdom's toasts. Is there a mother crystal in Drake's Fang?
The state of the realm is ever-changing. Clive.
It's finished outfit.
Let's go, Otto.
Otto. Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang.
So they do have a Mother Crystal.
Personal fiefdom.
We'll be moving
You
back
have any
for that
trouble on the
after.
way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil, Suncaller, the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Sweet. Alright, let's go on.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to
Kupka
depart.
is Titan.
Shall we?
And
We
he
shall.
is
Come, let us away
the
to
huge
adventure.
juice monkey looking white dude that seems to be assisting the Imperials. And I killed Benedicta, who's this love interest. She was Garuda, and now he's incredibly angry at us. And we had a big encounter just before the end of my last stream, and I beat him in kind of like just a regular fight, and now we're probably gonna go have the Titan scrap. Oh yeah, desert time. Love it.
I was a young man when last I walked this path.
Kupka's actually a really well acted, really well played character, and he plays a very
There's an old trading
pivotal
post
role.
not far from
Great.
here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Sweet. Riddle of the Sands. I want to switch up my abilities quick. I want to take that off. I think I'll put that one on. Ooh, which one do we want to go with? Upheaval or wind up? I think upheaval. Yeah. So let's put upheaval on here.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
We just got a new sword, too. That's damage. How open is the map here? Ooh.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Great Sprang. Let me come with you. I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Yeah, that's a good one, man. Wait until you see the. Let's see if I can get a group of enemies here, and I can show you the. See if these guys look like enemies. Watch this.
It's over.
Really digging this sword too. That's the sword you get from beating Kuka. First upgrade I've seen in a bit. I like how Uncle's coming along and like helping out here. Alright, you gotta excuse me for a second, I gotta run to the washroom. I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, we're back. Let's get into it. Trading
those soldiers were in the inn.
So, Lord Cook.
What are you saying about Kupka? Do a bit of eavesdropping. Oh, this map is dope.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Oh yeah. Let's go empty a cask there, Uncle. Let's go. Everybody smash that like button while you're here. Let's get those likes up. Where are you from? Chat, let's get it rocking. Yeah, I really dig this desert outlook.
Look, there. Those are ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
Dusty chocobos.
And such a long ride from Stone here. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
Ooh, 2 bowls of that then.
Chocobo soup,
ale.
delicious.
Right,
Eat them, ride them,
Go!
Coming!
cook them, clean them. Oh, rude.
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Oh, is Kuka upstairs right now? What is this? Oh, Joshua's upstairs. Crazy.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
I need your brother
Yes,
to give you a
Your
hand.
Grace.
He's downstairs having lunch.
You must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
A little milk of the poppy to keep you guys sedated. Just go ask Clive for help, for Christ's sake, Joshua. Whoa. Look at this camera work.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the
good to
Lord
know.
Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Oh, they
Let's
heard
get this
you.
down us. We've a long way to go. Hey, you. Uncle. Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
Oh yeah, brother's about to light the place on fire. All because Uncle can't keep his damn mouth shut. That's a classic Uncle trope right there too. Always loudmouthed.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
Come on, Clive. Just take him to test. Yeah. What are you doing, Uncle?
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Here we go.
Take it!
And boring for you.
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
It's you.
Oh, you hear me say that in there? It's you. Yeah, it's Clive fucking Rossfeld. Here to kick all your asses. Time to move along then, I guess.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
I can't wait until Joshua actually comes into the fold and...
Now's our chance.
Oh, he sneezes. And then he barfs.
Your Grace?
I'm fine.
I haven't done a lot of like mastering and leveling up the abilities yet. I kind of want to wait until I have all the Titan abilities before I like pour everything into one of them, right? I want to pick the ones that I'm going to stick with and go with those. Hell, I made that mistake in Diablo recently. Well, no, not really, because I did enjoy my playtime with my summons, but I switched my build up to be all DPS, and it's worked out. Joshua's here. Oh, crazy.
Clive?
Crazy that Clive knew it. Yeah, that's kind of the idea, but I think I still have 4 more Titans to defeat. So I want to have all their abilities before I start spending points on them, right? I don't want to go spending a bunch of money on a skill.
What is it now?
And then get one later and not have enough points to upgrade it.
It's nothing. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm pretty methodical with the way I play RPGs and how I spend my skills.
Where are you?
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
That's a little foreshadowing. I think we're too late for that. Huh. Get ourselves a little 4-piece
they've
here.
closed the road, and it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Cid. Cid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to. Whatever this emergency is, they've shut down the whole mine.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake! You're a bearer, aren't you? I was a
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me.
Okay,
my
Hamza.
good man.
See you in a bit.
We represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Hanging lanterns, keep it up your door.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
What do you want?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
For Gilbert's sake.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you?
$1,000 for a measly bunch of...
Won't you come and play, handsome?
Oh, the brothel. Love it.
Arms are like iron. Are all your muscles.
Desert
Just
sleuths.
look at the sweet incense. What?
It's always a man on a dock. Oh, we got water. Crisp.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps.
It's probably a lady.
Let's go and find out exactly what this Furta knows.
Furta-dur-da-dur. Oh, yo. You just get lunch or do you eat already?
Excuse
Holy
me.
Jesus. That was
Are
quick,
you
dude.
Furta?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Yeah.
Silver, do you think we can trust him?
Sleuths.
Only as far as I...
Wild, dude.
So you're the ones
It's okay,
who've
I'm
been
gonna have a
sniffing
smoothie for
around.
lunch today.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Oh. This one gotta love to kick him when he's down. Kick him when he's down. Alright, have we proven our worth? Can we get to killing Koopa now?
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder? Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
Right.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
The Lock of Leisure, hey? Wow, that sounds interesting. I guess the trading post would be all brothels back in the day, or...
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here,
Once you go
have a
flat.
taste.
The most fragrant herbs and
My carpets!
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss. Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
Gerber. Oh, young man.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Just a comedian over here.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Yeah, you're really doing a lot.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
Oh, fetch quest. I need you to get me 3 bolts of linen and a
I
bushel
like
of
this
flowers.
one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
All right.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
Let's get this one first.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
A deposit?
Needed to a silken soft.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
Partisan.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off. Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang, for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer. I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal.
Pretty sure it's
Have
been
you
paid
seen
for.
him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him. Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection. that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
Alright, Uncle, what are you doing?
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
Let me treat you.
I need a drink.
Fucking men of the wrong.
Oh, yeah. 15 chunks of stuff I'll never use. Perfect.
$1,000 for a measly bunch of...
Make you work for it. It's basically
Made from
a
the
walking
stoutest
sim right now.
silverware.
Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Take a sniff, good sir.
The finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
Let's go.
Fly, Ambrose.
It's like how Ambrosia just shows up wherever. Dun, dun, dun. You don't always need intense action fight music.
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
It's not over yet, Uncle.
I'm just getting warmed up.
One little shot to finish him off, eh?
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
Alright, are we done here? Can we get moving with this quest?
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Of all the... Ugh!
Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Oh, I haven't pet owl now, do I?
Omia los delan. Tu isakelis.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Ah, yes.
Even
Now
forged a
side
butter
quests. Perfect.
Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I.
Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Bra's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? There's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Yeah, let us hope.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
It would make a fine gift for your beloved. She'll look at you in quite a different light, I'm sure.
Will she?
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
Rocket science right there, people.
The most fragrant herbs and spices from the breadth of the Twins and beyond.
My carpets
Plates and pots! Everything I've worked for. All those years of toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalamil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you.
If your shop can't open, would you not be able to go away?
Tell me what you find there.
Okay then.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Yes, they're quite sought after.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
I think we're gonna have to come back for this other quest.
The finest fabrics!
Kneaded to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
Made from the stoutest stonework.
Just look at the
Hanging lantern! Ah, they've opened the gate!
Lubor was true to his word.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal. How many times do I have to tell?
I feel like it's that merchant lady I need to speak with, but she's busy, so...
But you can't even fill my cup, your mouth.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of... Alright, let's head out and go deal with this
I'll be asking for you again.
hot water situation.
Silver platters.
Add plumber to our list, florist, and tailor.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Ah,
Sorry.
what makes it a good night?
Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. Your knife snaps every time you use it. You'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
Whoa. Calm down there, buds.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had...
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
Wow,
I
this
don't
guy's
plan on
like
dying.
flipping personality is
Not
just
before Kupka does, anyway.
incredible.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Okay.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Guess they're making us cruise around.
Faster!
Awesome level design.
By the flames. That explains the heat. frying pan.
Oh.
All yours, Torgal. Fire it!
Yeah. Living boils dealt with. Now we can go back to the market and continue on with our primary quest.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
That's what we're after. Yes, that is so good. I wonder how big it gets.
Yeah!
So, yeah, that's good size already, and it's going to expand up here.
Come on, girl.
Back to the stables, girl.
We should get going soon.
Finally, we'll be able to get lost.
There he is. I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I've burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Meltdowns over very little things. I think that's one of the items I needed. Starlight. For my upgrade.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
My carpets have pride of
Let's go
place.
teach the blacksmith that doesn't know how to make things. Oh, you need a sword that doesn't break.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favorite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Perfect. And back into the desert.
Come on.
Oh. Taking the wrong exit now. Is it quick? Yeah. Funny thing is, they'll kick you off the bird and then they can get back on it.
I can walk from here. Ready, go? Run like the wind. You deserve a rest. Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
The limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly. So, do you crush it up, or just...
Alright, I just gotta run to the washroom. I'll be back in a sec.
So, do you crush it up, or just throw it in the furnace? So, do you crush it up, or just throw it in the furnace?
Alright, back at it. Sorry, I just had to fire up Diablo. I gotta get ready to go kill the world boss in 7 minutes, but that'll only take a second, then I'll shut that down and we'll just keep going with this. Okay. We'll just use some fast travel here if they're gonna push us from one end to the other.
Well, this is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest fabric!
The most fragrant herbs and spices. Needed to a silken softness.
Oh, my allergies are starting to pick up. That's a
Plates and pots!
Sweet incense!
We should get going soon.
Is this one right here? Look at that. Jesus.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Sava needs.
Sava. Funny you'd have an item called Sava in a place that looks like Garuda.
Finally, we'll be able to get this.
Just look at the detail.
The juiciest meat from green.
Yes, they're quite
My
soft.
carpets have pride of place.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
Ooh.
That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalimil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalimil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalimil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number one in any business, Sava. Know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalimil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
Great. Alright, we'll be right back. We're gonna go take 2 minutes and kill a world boss and then straight into Kupka, hopefully. Oh, that's a world boss down, and oh, what do we got going here? What are you guys up to? Shut that shit off. Okay, Kupka, finally? I think so. Sweet. Alright. Let's get on our way.
The finest fabric!
Take us.
Battery is low. Let's just charge my controller there. That battery up. Okay.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Oh, hope we get a Titan fight out of this. Fingers crossed here, guys. 2 hours we're going on.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Come on, girl. The gate's open now. We can press on. Don't tell me you put down.
Let's go. Oh, I'd be stoked if we actually get a Titan fight out of this before we wrap up. 10 o'clock now. Wrap up around 11 in time for lunch, and then I'm switching over to Diablo. I think I'm also going to switch to mouse and keys, which is a lot harder for me. I'm learning it. So I don't know how much recording I'll do my first few sessions as I get used to mouse and keys, but I'll hopefully push into that enough that I can start running some Diablo content up again. I'd like to stream it. I could run controller and stream it because I think it's a good idea to keep the streams going. Jaw.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Yeah, looks like a good spot for a big old
Kupka will be
icon
hiding
fight.
inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Good time. Let's go. Oh, so ready for a savage icon fight here. Oh, Kupka. His iron hands. Yeah. Alright, everybody. Yes.
What are they still out?
Hopefully we're gonna murder this guy for real this time.
What has that gutter rat done to me? Out of my sight, wench! I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
All right. Everybody, you tuned into Grr-Must-Errd Gaming. You got Brother Mustard here. We're hopefully pushing into our icon fight with Titan. We just went through a couple-hour story chunk finding where Kupka was hiding at Drake's Fang. Now we're infiltrating where he is and hopefully going to confront him and instigate the large-scale fight that will end our stream for the day and lead to where we want to be. Torgal's a bit pissed right now. Let's see what happens. Ooh. Oh, Butcher. This guy looks good. But these goblins? Let's go. I want to scrap these guys.
Orcs.
Orcs, right. Oh, this is gonna be good.
Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Into the darkness.
Are the beast then part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen? They've spotted us.
Not that tough. You hit him with the right stuff to start.
Taken over the entire mine.
Yes. One orc.
So much for the men of the rock. Dalmekia's finest.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Yeah, they're gonna follow this up with an epic boss fight. keep going. Keep ruining orcs. What a good enemy. I really dig that. I really dig their style too, the way they're put together.
Animals.
More than that. I need more than that if they're going to even stand a chance against what I got lined up right now. I haven't even mastered these skills or anything. It's obscene to think what the power is like once you're totally cranked up. Set different. Lionheart gradually fills the limit gauge for 3 seconds. So restores all hit points. I'll just get strength. I wonder if I'm actually going to end up taking out the Mother Crystal while I'm here too.
Stairs. This must be the way out.
Oh, there's no claptrap in there.
All yours,
good. Too good, too easy. Where's that difficulty setting? Get into a hunt, have to hunt a couple of those guys. They'll probably be nasty. Okay. Any chests or anything around here? I feel like, is that not where I came in? Like, that icon would lead me to believe that's where we're going. Yeah. Definitely where we came in. Back on the right track. Oh, look at that little mother crystal there. What is going to happen here? This is a bridge.
Flames.
Bridges are always boss fights.
Come on, Torgal.
Ominous. Gates shut behind us. See what happens.
Kuka never did do things by halves. As if taking the mother crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
Yeah, boss arena for sure. 100%.
Oh. Let the trial begin.
Oh shit, they're testing me, not Kuka. Yes! Running bridges always the best way. What the hell?
With me! Let's try.
I got pretty low health again there. A lot of times I kind of don't heal. I just push through these fights trying to use Torgal. That's my downfall, essentially, but that went well. That was a mini boss. Good precursor to Titan.
Seems we're expected.
So this is the power of Muthos.
Did the orcs do this too?
Yeah, I imagine there's gonna be a few potions we're gonna get to hoover down here. If we get ourselves another, there we go. Get another high potion before we hit the fight. I guess you don't really get healing with the icon fights. Titan's gonna be nasty too, I think.
More of them. These things here for me, or for him?
Oh, Torgo's troop on. Smash Kuka Shrine. Bravery. Some opponents will use the ability Bravery to invigorate nearby allies and enhance their performance in battle. Look for the icon for Bravery. Smash his throne.
First orcs, are these nightmares? Is this your doing, Ultima?
Oh yeah, obviously, right?
Nice try.
Oh, nice. I got drunk a high potion. Lovely. So now where are we going? It is. Titan, Titan, Titan. Come on, Titan fight.
You've been busy, Kupka. But where did you go? The heart. He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Torgal.
Right. Oh yeah. Sir. What, second big boss fight there? Sanctum of Drake's Fang.
Just what I needed.
Didn't even stand a chance there. There's a reinvigorated Kupka here. Empowered Titan fight.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka! I swear to you, my love, we will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
He is high. He's got that wacky tobacco. What?
You! Get away from her!
don't bite her head off, please. Eat the naked lady.
Benedicta!
Yo.
I'll kill you, Roswell!
Oh shit, he's priming.
What is going on here?
Come on. Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without.
Come to me, Ifrit!
Oh, tell me we're fighting in here. Smashing that mother crystal. Is Joshua our spark? Is the reason we didn't get Ifrit before is because Josh wasn't there? Oh, yes. No hand tight. Oh, uh-oh. Let's go. Oh, sorry. Get it, fight. I wonder how much speed is this on? Finally got a hit. Stagger. Oh. Oh yeah.
Nice trick. If you can do it, then so could I!
Nice. Brimstone. So cool looking. Okay, Brimstone. Clive has learned the ability of Brimstone from Titan. Hold and release R2 and square to emit a violent explosion. Hold R2 and square longer to increase the size of the explosion. Press X at any time to cancel the charge. Ifrit is vulnerable to damage while charging Brimstone. Suffering an attack level will automatically trigger the explosion.
Let's give this a try.
I think he just got sucked. All around. There we go. Stage 2 for sure. Right into your heart. What? Yes. Give me another round with this guy. I haven't fought the deal yet, man. Let's have a little play on this one.
What the hell has he done?
Oh yeah, here's our desert battle. What we've been waiting for. Yes. Oh, don't tell me I'm back to Clive because I got my ass handed to me. When you got 6 heals left. like, it doesn't get better. Let's go. Yes. Take your own tail out, eh, big guy? Good hit. 2k damage. Still only half health, but it's like more than half a health bar. Rocket. disarm. Uh-oh, yeah. This is so wild. crystal, and we're out of here. What? Yes, one more round. Let's do it. This is so good again. don't get better than that. No way. The Bahamut fight's gonna be epic as could be. New sword? Earth and Fury? Again? I wonder. Now. Another one. Oh, Sid's gonna be stoked. I had the question. I wasn't sure because I know our goal was to take out Kuka here, but I did not know Sid would actually go through the crystal. Oh man, real brain aneurysm problem.
What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Muthos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Thank you, Joshua.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss.
He's This is Benedicta's master.
One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Holy Order of the Knights Dragoon, north of the Isles of Ark. Okay, so this is Joshua's gonna catch up with
Some medicine, my lord?
Bahamut? Dion?
I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
Whoa, there we go. That's some classic medieval time. Prince is in love with his squire shit.
Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah!
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you. At ease. We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
Whoa. All right. Thanks for turning in, everybody. We're going to shut her down here. We'll just get into the hideaway and see what's popped up. And I'm going to take a break and grab some lunch. If you've watched this after the fact, please consider subscribing to the channel and joining the community. Smash that like button. It's really helpful. Got to do all we can to get the algorithm working in our favor, us little streamers and content creators, people trying to grow a community. And most of all, thanks for showing up. We really appreciate it. And tomorrow we'll be picking up where we left off.
The good news.
Probably a short stream. We'll probably do a bunch of side questing and see what's going on before I head out to get tattooed all day. So yeah, if you like what you see, come back for that. And if anything,